So far this week, we have looked at the different ways we can think of ourselves in relation to God. We can view ourselves as a victim, a benefactor, an obligation, and a rock star. As I have been reflecting on this and what this means for my life, I thought of all the ways in which we try to fill in the gaps that only God can fill. How we seek to have control over our relationship with Him rather than submitting ourselves to His love for us. The last way that Pastor Jim outlined of how we can view ourselves in relation to God is as a prostitute. The series is about the life of a prophet named Hosea, who God called to marry a prostitute. It is to serve as an illustration how despite our failings, time and time again, that despite how often we can turn our back on God and turn towards the things of this world, that His love for us never changes. But the temptations of the world can be hard to resist, can't they? I was reminded of a quote from one of my favorite authors, C.S. Lewis, in this book. In his book, The Screwtape Letters. If you're not familiar with this work, it's the fictional story about a demon named Screwtape writing to his nephew, Wormtongue, about his patient on Earth, someone he's trying to keep from entering into a relationship with God. The quote says, "Indeed, the safest road to hell is the gradual one, the gentle slope, soft underfoot, without sudden turnings, without milestones, without signposts, your affectionate uncle, Screwtape." The goal of the evil one is for us to get distracted and miss the mark on what God's love means. And unfortunately, we can do that in so many ways, over and over again. My hope for you today is that the gradual slope doesn't turn into an endless abyss, one that prevents you from living out the full potential in the way that God has always intended you to. I hope you can remember today that God is constantly faithful and patient. What would it look like for you to stop dancing around religion and commit to a relationship with Him?